Cries from the Abyss. The cries heard from the abyss of this world. Cries for freedom. Cries for mercy. Cries for justice. Cries for forgiveness. Millions crying into the night, crying to the sky, heard by the moon and stars alone. I listened at first out of curiosity, but then they became maddening. I wanted them to stop, to cease, for all time. But after a while they sort of go away, blending into the surroundings, always there to be picked out if you listen hard enough. The cries from the abyss. The night of the city. Driving through the night of these rotted streets, I wonder, how much of this world is still real, if any? Trudging through life of the new world, trying to make it great again. Was it really even that great to begin with? Or are we still just fooling ourselves? Another empty campaign slogan, broken promises full of regret. You still have empty pockets, as are mine. Money makes for wicked people anyway, just not as tired. Looking out at what used to be the darkness, but now forever wiped away by the false light of humanity, glowing through the haze. They say it's called evolution, but I think genocide, killing the future for the sake of the present. I see the homeless. I wonder the reason. A parent's love dead, or just a hopeless trail of unfortunate happenings. Looking out from the bridge, I see the city, but I can't see beyond. Trapped in the shielded glow of endless streetlights. Divided. It feels sometimes like I'm standing outside of the world. Divided with nothing to do but watch. Binge watching as everyone goes on with life. Pounding on the glass, screaming to anyone that will hear me, but none ever do. If someone did, maybe they could pound back at the same time and we could bring this whole thing down, but they don't. They can't. This is my problem. It's always been. It's hopeless, I think, as I slide to a sitting position. I rest my head on my bent knees and think. It gets dark. The dark is the worst time to be alone in my head. They all sleep. I don't. I can't. And I don't know why. I have always heard that if you do bad things, I mean really bad things, it plays with your conscience and maybe guilt, causing insomnia. I don't think I did anything bad, but maybe I did and my mind is too messed up to know it's bad. Maybe that's why I'm here. What was it? What did I do? Now I'm afraid. As I said, the dark, it brings the worst. The light comes. Wait, there's someone there. I think they can see me. They're tapping at me. Yes, I'm here. I can see you too. Why can't I make them hear me? Waving and walking away. Please come back. Don't leave me here, alone with my thoughts, again. We've noticed inactivity. Are you still watching? Animal. I think what I remember first is the smell. A smell unlike anything if you've ever smelled it before. The smell of engines, gasoline, exhaust, tobacco, and sweat. Each one totally unlike anything on the earth, and of course, altogether much worse. Then the sound, also unlike anything, but truly terrifying. The sound of engines, voices trying to communicate over the engines, and then the acceleration. The exhaust spatters its black smog against the sky. The blades dig into the earth, destroying everything in their path. Destroying my home. Destroying my life. Everything flees or dies. The screams of the others that couldn't escape still haunts my dreams. I ran. I ran until I couldn't run anymore, until I couldn't breathe, until I couldn't hear it or smell it anymore. I ran into the wild. I wanted to hear nothing but the wild. The birds, the beasts, the leaves blowing from the trees. I don't know what happened to the others. I never returned. For I am, after all, just an animal in the way of the modern world. Mechanical life. Mechanical is this conveyor belt we call life. No more freedom than the person in front of you lets you have, but they have no more than the person in front of them lets them have. My mind screams inside of my head, but I alone can hear it. I want to run ahead. Not to try to be the next in line, but to be ahead of it all. To be free of it all. Just me in an open field. So I know it still exists. The feeling to do as I wish, away from the noise, away from the lines and away from the walls. Running as far and fast as I want till I can't breathe. The open space, forgotten within this world. This box we call living. The burning tree. My soul burns like a tree. My branches burn away. I try to put it out. I want it to go away. I want the pain to go away, to be extinguished, but I'm holding the match, creating this. I don't want to, but it just happens, a bit at a time. I make everything worse without knowing it, till it's burning out of control. It's been this way always. I go strong for so long, control, but the embers still remain deep inside of me. I can feel them grow, then burn it all to the ground and start over. I hate to start over, but in my mind, it's all I do, without even realizing it. Keep going back to burn it all down. To me, anger is not a gift, it's a curse.